Hey kids, the program you're about to listen to contains some adult situations, adult language, themes, and other adult topics. If you're easily offended, this show's not for you.
It's a good thing we made sound bad. That's what it's all right. Hey, you crazy motherfuckers! I didn't start it right. I already fucked it up, didn't I? Yeah, we didn't do the Spunk Lube ad. Do you need a little more slide in your glide? Are you dry? Visit our good friends at Spunk Lube, spunklube.com, www.spunklube, and make sure you put Casbah in the coupon code and get your 10% discount today. Hey, you crazy motherfuckers, welcome back to a very, very special live edition of The Crazy Truth. We are so excited. What? 5? 5 minutes what?
Episode 5.
Oh, episode 5. All right, sorry. See, you guys are this is the real deal. This is exactly how we do this home. The only thing we're missing is the dog. So just know he gets muzzled. So keep that in mind. But Amanda does give treats.
There's a muzzle next door.
Yeah, exactly. Over in the vendor fair, we get all kinds of cool stuff. So we're excited to do this live. Oh, I didn't do it right because I didn't introduce you yet, did I?
That's okay.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay.
I'm your host with the most. I'm cool. I never shut up. And with the lovely, lovely Miss Amanda.
That's me.
That's not what you usually say.
Hey!
We've been losing people come. Yeah. We can do that. We can do that. Actually, this one will go on YouTube also. So the thing is, what we wanted to do, instead of like normally where we read questions that people send us, we wanted to let you guys ask questions. So you'll actually get to be on. You'll be on the podcast because this one will be released. When will this be released? Sound guy.
Sorry.
In 2 weeks. So this will be released in 2 weeks. So we want your questions. You get to ask us anything you want about anything you want at all. And we have
Treats.
that's right. We have. Why don't you show one? Hold on, one of the treats.
I can't get down, so you're gonna have to do it.
Sucks to be short, huh?
It does. Well, sometimes not too much because he's doing my work.
So we've got like treats. These are better than the ones the dog gets. So just saying. So
And there's some guy ones in there too.
you might want to give one of those away, don't you?
Yes.
Yeah. We really
Yes.
want a guy
I
question
do.
like right away. That's the biggest thing.
Yeah.
So all right. So normally we start the show out with a weird sex story, but we're figuring this is probably weird. I didn't read it, Todd. I didn't get to read it. Todd, what was the sex story about? Tell me real quick.
Oh, the woman that tried stabbing her boyfriend, and then he decides to ask her to marry him in court.
Rock on. See, this is. We're hoping that they'll be at our next vendor fair. Yeah. So we love all the
So
gigs
since
out
you
there.
didn't have a mic, you might want to repeat that.
Okay. Yeah. So what it was it was in the UK. Sorry, sound guy. He's getting frustrated with me. So it was in the UK. They got in a fight, and the woman tried to stab the guy, and in the dick, didn't he? Wasn't that what it was? Sure. Yeah, it was. We'll go with that. Tried to stab him, and because of that sign of love, he proceeded to ask her to marry him.
Is he just nuts?
Stabbed 13 times.
15 times. So he stabbed him 13 times. So he stabbed him multiple times. That is love. I'm glad all I had to do was ask you to dance. You're easy. And I'm lucky. Yeah. You wouldn't do that, would you? Stab me?
Not at the moment.
You just don't want to do stuff for the rest of the show. For the rest of the weekend. You don't want to be in charge the rest of the weekend?
No.
At all?
No.
Yeah, okay. Oh, and by the way, while we're here, we're going to be eating Fuck Me snacks. Over in the vendor fair, you can get actual Fuck Me cookies. So make sure you get some of those as well. What?
Talk up. I have to talk up.
Who? Mom? It was me, right? Okay. By the way, this is the sound guy. You get to you hear him, and you don't always get to see him. Why don't you come out in front? This is the sound guy. He's the one that keeps us on track. He's our adult supervision.
Yikes.
Yeah, so he's our oldest. He's the one that we were giving all the things if you're interested in hooking up with him. He is single, just saying. So. All right, so somebody's got to have a question for us. Does anybody have any question? It can be anything you want.
What's Casbah?
What?
What's Casbah?
You knew I was
I
coming.
knew it was coming. Okay.
Do my version.
No, we're not. We're not. Okay, so we said in the last one that we were going to actually say what Casbah is. I don't think we should.
I wouldn't.
Why?
Because I think we should keep them guessing.
You said you'd answer any question.
I didn't say I'd answer. Honestly, no. There's a huge difference. I didn't say I would answer any question. No, okay, so Casbah. So Casbah actually stands for... You want to do it?
No, go ahead.
Oh, thank you. So Casbah is actually... It doesn't include Todd. Although, in hindsight, if we could do it again, it would. And actually, Andy, yours was pretty good, too. I still like yours.
Which one?
Yeah, well, all of you. You got a great one. It's actually, so we used it. We never thought we were going to be swingers. So we used it as our email. So it's Cole, Amanda, Sebastian, Bray, and Holden. So our name is, we named it after our whole family. Which is really ironic now. When as the kids got older, you had to make sure that, it's like, look, if you go to any site and you see something that says Casbah, like,
Don't open it.
if you're like with your friends and you're porn surfing, and it says Casbah anything, you really might want to think twice before you open that up, or you maybe have to explain why. That looks like your mom and dad. Weird. That was your mom. Actually, the middle one, when he first went to college, he was telling people what we did. And we're like, why? He's like, well, how better way to show a cool mom and dad you have than to say that you guys are like, swingers. I'm like, you have got to quit that. There's nothing worse when we go up to like drop stuff off at the dorms and all of his buddies are just staring at Amanda. They're just like going, I'm like, this is great. And he goes, what's the problem? I said, because she's a MILF. Think this through. Oh yeah, I guess I shouldn't do that anymore. So they did finally quit telling people. So now we have them on staff instead. that's how it works. So that's what Casbah is.
It was easy to remember.
For me, because I'm not very techy.
Tech
Because
has nothing to do with it.
well, it's just like what our password always is.
Yeah.
My name. I've changed that since. I'm not telling you anything now. That's not real. But yes, my password.
PIN number.
My password and PIN number for the first 10 years was like Cole 11111 until the kids were like, you've got to quit that app. So yeah, that's why. Does he get one of the prizes? He gets one of the prizes. Okay, come. Well,
That's a
here.
man question.
It's a man prize. It is a man.
He will love it.
Give him that butt finger.
Yes, shut up, Todd.
All right, so your prize is Foxy's booty baiter.
Oh, well,
So we did open one of these.
is that Foxy or Amanda?
I'm going to let you go deliver that out there.
Okay.
Here, I can tell you this much. We opened one. We did not use it. I'll hold your microphone.
Oh, I gotta try to scoot off the chair. I'm too short.
But the hole that you can use that with, yeah, good luck with that. Absolutely. So you want to make sure, everybody wants to make sure you go and see his new booty baiter up and running. And
Look on cake.
Yeah,
Look on cake.
yeah, and y'all can make sure you give us a full report back on how you like that.
Can you get off my cord?
Pictures. Make sure,
Okay,
make
now
sure
you
you
can
send
put your foot back.
all the way through. You go next.
What do I usually sit
You
here
get it.
quiet.
No, but this is your big chance. They'll ask questions to you because you're nice.
I am.
You are.
Okay. Does anybody have any questions?
You're the sweet one. Yes, she is the sweet one. She's not innocent.
The hell I'm not.
What's your affinity with Viking helmets?
Oh,
So the question was, what's her love of Viking helmets? You want to tell the
don't.
story?
oh God, do I have to?
We've got video that we can post with it.
Yeah. Video.
But here we go. This is what makes our show most so
How
fun.
embarrassing do you want this to be, Todd?
Bring it, baby.
We were at a Halloween party and Todd was dressed as a Viking. Weren't you, Todd?
Yep.
Okay. So we go back where there was
A lot of
2,
people.
4, 5 of us in the room.
Lots of alcohol.
I was gonna say,
Lots of alcohol.
Let's pause for a brief second. There was, how many shots did you have?
Well, I don't know. I was hammered.
Go ahead.
I was
sorry.
hammered. So, in the midst of it, we were getting ready to go at it. Todd couldn't quite get it up. So his girlfriend at the time was like, well, just fuck her with a Viking helmet.
Amanda didn't realize he was actually doing that. That's what was the best part. And she didn't realize that the rest of us had all stopped to watch and take pictures.
Yes.
I still have that video. Just
Huge
saying.
fucking horns on that thing.
It was. What was the best was watching Todd and his girlfriend at the time down really close, aiming and lining it up, and then going. And Amanda is all into it. She is moaning the whole 9 yards. And I'm filming and I'm giggling. And so finally she looks up and she's like, "What is so funny?" And Todd's standing to one side of her and I'm standing in front of her. And there's still something in there, but there's no other dicks that should be in there. And we're like, "You're fucking a hat." Todd still has that hat too. Yeah. Did you ever watch The Horn? No, just keep going at it. It's all natural. Yeah, for some reason, a man would never be a.
I shellacked it.
Shellacked it. It's hanging up in your bone hall of fame. Absolutely, that's what it
Nice.
should be. Yeah, that's what it's all
So
about.
that's the story of finding. Thanks.
By the way, sound guy, we'll make sure we have the video clips put in on the
No.
YouTube channel.
No.
We'll make sure just a couple still shots will be
No. I
awesome.
have the pictures on my phone.
So yeah, later tonight you can come up and get pictures.
Wall.
Yeah, that's true. Just if you buy her a shot, let's do a game.
Oh God.
If you buy Miss Amanda a shot, and she has to show you a picture on her phone. Yeah. What else in there people going?
No,
What?
I don't like that game.
Why? Why? You get your chance for claim to fame. It is what it is. It works out that way. Awesome. All right, Todd, you don't get a dildo. You get one. You have the hat.
No.
You want one?
Hey,
He wants a booty man.
Hey, no. Give me that box.
To get it and deliver it to him. That's the way that works.
Yeah, have a short break. Keep getting up and down. Here, hold please.
Okay, so I have no idea what she's giving him.
It's a vibrating cock ring.
Awesome! Wow, there you go. All right, so he gets a vibrating cock ring. Vibrating helmet. Yeah, no shit. Put that on the hat and see what happens. Watch the hat dance. Olay. Dad, hold your mic further from your face. All right, gotcha. I'm trying. This is new. Oh, I said I knew how to do it, didn't I?
Don't eat the mic.
Don't eat the mic.
It's not a penis, Cole.
Every time you do that.
You sure you want me here with this?
Oh yeah, I do. Yeah, this is. Okay, that got bigger applause than when we walked in. If you electrocute yourself, you're right.
It's not the first time I've done that.
I know. Well, just be
Do what? It is
It's
rechargeable.
rechargeable. Absolutely. Okay, hey, by the way, right now, Tammy, we're gonna take a part in here. Tammy's sitting over here. Why she's sitting at this table over
I'll show
here?
you.
She is, if you remember, we were raising funds for Ernie. So,
It's on.
all right, awesome. So we're raising funds for Ernie Britt. So we're doing that with the kissing booth. We're going to be running the kissing booth all night tonight and all night Saturday as well. So everything that they raise, it's $1 a kiss. You can give more. You can, Tammy's up first. You can put in times that you want to do it as well. Ernie has ALS. They're going to Mayo
February.
He will be here tomorrow night as well. So we want to raise as much funds for Ernie as possible. So kisses are over there, but you can give more. And there's also, if you want to volunteer a time, either tonight or tomorrow, there's a sign-up sheet right over there. So we want to try to help Ernie raise as much funds as humanly possible for that. So, a good buddy. All right, somebody's got to have a good question for me. Any question? What can we for either one of us? Nobody cares about me. I don't want to hear your questions. Why do you do that?
It drives me nuts.
We're not even in the kitchen where you can edit that out. Todd, put your hand
I
up.
wouldn't be a wife if I didn't do it. Sorry.
Where's the
Oh.
craziest place
I got
you've
one.
ever done it?
Where's the craziest place we've ever done it? That would be the parking lot at Sneaky Beach here in Omaha. Yeah.
That you have.
That I have. Yeah. Right in front of, the band was playing, the drummer's pickup was back right up to the door. And, which a lot of people had to go in they went in the back door to go to the bar. And the drummer looked out at one point in time and I was having sex with the gal on the tailgate of the truck. The problem was it was like 10:30 at night. And there was a lot of people coming in. And we didn't also realize there was video cameras on the outside with closed circuit TVs playing inside. So everybody on the inside was watching the show on the outside. And yeah, she was really, if anybody knows who that girl is, She was awesome. I'd really like to know her. You can't say shit. That was the same night Amanda randomly grabbed a vanilla dude who just happened to walk out and have a cigarette, the most perfect time in his life ever, and she just started sucking his dick. So she's scarred. He was like 22.
I asked you first. I didn't
I was
ask
drunk.
him.
I was busy.
I was drunk too.
I was not
I
the adult.
never asked him. I just started
No,
unbuckling
you
his
didn't. You looked
pants.
at me. You looked at me, and you were like,
Do you care?
"Do you care?" I'm like, "No, I don't care." This kid just standing there with a cigarette, like looking at everything going on, and the next thing you know, he's like, "Whoa!" I don't remember at any point him stopping you.
No.
No, he was all
He
right.
couldn't get it up though. It's all good.
Well, you kind of scared the hell out of me.
Yeah, I probably did.
Okay, I mean, it was a nice enough night, but I mean, anybody, if you're just shopping in the mall, and some chick just walks up and unzips my pants, I'm probably not going to get an instant boner. I'm going to be a little taken aback. I'm willing to try, just saying. But yeah, the best part was you saw him 2 weeks later.
The next week.
Oh, yeah, that's the next week. Yeah,
And I kinda
were-
did.
You made yourself shorter that night.
Yeah.
Is that possible?
It is possible. Believe it or
Well,
not,
when the guy goes, "Hey, Amanda, isn't that the guy that you sucked his dick?" And I'm like,
she slid
Did
under
he
a
really?
table. That was awesome. You stayed there for the whole night too. That was great.
"Yeah,
Yeah.
it was lovely."
All right, she gets a prize. Oh, hold on.
Your turn. Holding mic. Pick a good one. You don't know if it's a good one or not.
I'm a guy. I don't know. That's why they have these things. These guys don't know what's good or not.
Just pick one. Yeah, I bet you that is.
And it's
And it's
pink.
pink.
And it's Little Whale Wet Dreams.
Which means I can't say it, so I can't say that word.
That's all right. She's like, whatever. You gotta name it anyway.
You have to name it. Bob.
You'll name it Cole. Awesome. I can name it Cole. Yes.
The little whale. You're the little whale.
Hey, look, man. I squirt big. That's all it matters.
Oh, Jesus.
I'll be a little whale with a strong blowhole. Just saying. Don't look at me.
Don't look at
You
me.
didn't get it named after you. He didn't name his butt. Well, he
I
kind
asked
of
if it was named Amanda.
did. Well, that's right. He did. He did. That's right. Okay. We're fucking 2 for 2. We're getting shit named after us and everything.
There you
This
go.
rocks.
Yep.
So have you guys always been on a lifestyle since you've been together?
Okay, so the question was, have we always been in a lifestyle since we've been together? Kind of, because you were easy when we first started out. And I was too.
Well, we're like a 26-year one-night stand.
No, so yes. We've not been in a lifestyle. We've been in a lifestyle now, what? 7 years.
Yeah.
7 years. And she did it. She begged me for years and years to get in the lifestyle.
It did not.
Oh, there's a part 2 of the question. Awesome, go ahead. That's an excellent. The question was, are we both bi or are we straight? She is bi, and I am straight. This would be like on Facebook Hearts. Yeah, no. And that was part of the whole begging to do swinging.
Oh no, explain it from the get-go. For those that don't know.
I always said that at any time you could come out and say you like girls,
You have always said that.
as long as I could be involved in picking, and I could watch.
Yes.
And then I begged and said we should just try it.
Yes.
After 20 years, you finally said yes.
No, that's not how it worked out.
That's kind of
No, that was to get to swinging.
Well, yeah, that was to get to swinging. And then it grew from there. Then you discovered a whole new side of yourself.
You were like taking
unlocked
pictures of my ass. I'm like, why are you taking pictures? No one wants to see that.
advertising.
Well, I didn't know that.
I was doing it for advertising. I put us on an adult site to advertise for her photography business, and that was a story I stuck with for quite a while. And now I'm like, well, look at this picture. Isn't this
Well,
kind of
this
hot?
person's interested. Ooh, this guy really likes your pictures. I'm like,
And she finally said, if you can find somebody that will fuck me, I will do it.
that took like 2 days.
Yeah, I'm like, congratulations, we've got 6. Which one do you want to go to? And the next weekend, the adventure started, and away we went. So yeah.
It was probably like 5 minutes that Cole had to go through which one he
Oh no, I was just like the first one on the list. I was like hedging my bet. I was gonna be like, I had a list ready in case she said no to this one, this one, this one. And when she said yes, the best part was after that first experience, I would have, if she said, do you want to keep doing this? I would have said no. It was horrible. It was horrible for me. But I was like, yeah, it was okay. And she said, that was hot. I said, I love
No,
it.
I said it was erotic as hell.
No, same thing. 6-1.
No, I like my phrase better.
You like your phrase better? Oh, we gotta get a toy though. Hold on.
I was totally the opposite. We started out with the
Yeah, but I wasn't buying it.
I didn't either, but yeah. Surprise.
It took like 2 or 3 couples.
So, there you go. You want picture it. There you go. So, Softy tickler.
I'll post them on. I have a question. Amanda will show you.
There you go. I'll share it.
Okay, go ahead. What was your question, Nancy?
So what do you think about triads?
So the question is, what do we think about triads? Okay, so what do we think about triads? We love triads. We're all in. We're all in. We're all in on triads.
Well,
Absolutely.
not initially, because the first one, that girl that we hooked up with, she wanted to be a triad,
You're right.
and I was not in. She
Okay.
gave me the wrong vibe.
Yeah. So initially, we always said, "Well, that would never happen. That's weird. How can that happen?" It's awesome when it happens. I'm just gonna go out and say, yeah, we absolutely. It's amazing if you open your mind what you can find you dig. And triads a ton of fun. There's lots of different types.
Why you keep looking at me?
I don't know. Well, I wonder if
Gee, I
as a
wonder
general
why.
room, can we take a show of hands here of who in this room knows who is part of our triad? Wow, there's a lot of hands there. Just saying. Do you want to come on camera?
Get up there.
Do you want to give your opinion on triads? Oh, hey, we used to be part of a triad. You just wanted a toy, didn't you, Nancy? Okay, hold on. There, this is gonna be fun. Hold on.
This is going to be funny.
Oh, God.
Wendy,
What?
you need to deliver this toy.
I gotta share.
Oh,
We're gonna let Wendy deliver the toy. It's a pussy pedal. It's a pussy pedal. There you go, Nancy. You get a pussy pedal delivered by Wendy, a very close personal friend, an associate of ours.
See, I kiss when I deliver toys. Exactly.
oh.
Don't worry, I'll be over.
Oh, we
Don't
make
you
us
worry.
look like shit. Next time.
No shit, yeah. Huh?
What?
Oh, see, way to go, Wendy. Way to start off and show all the shit that we're not doing right.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Cherry pie feel the same.
I'll make up for it later.
No, see, now we've got, this is where we love it, because doing this live, we can hear people like Todd yelling stuff out about pie filling, because they're wrestling cream corn. Okay, so I'm going to ask questions. We can ask questions.
Okay.
Yeah, we can.
Sure.
Why not? All right, so everybody in this room, somebody tell us, what is the strangest thing, not you, Todd, strangest thing that you've had sex in? In, around, used, whatnot.
Or where?
Or where? Look at everything.
What are you looking at me for?
Green bin.
Not yet. I thought it was so bucket list.
Top of the Navy ship.
Top of a Navy ship. That fucking wins.
Yeah.
I think it's made out of that a salute. Right there.
Officer's head.
Wait.
Yeah, the officer's head.
No, see, that's just weird. The officer's head. He gets so
This
much.
is the tree.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, I know.
I want to fuck on a ship. I mean, like not just a cruise ship, like
I
a.
didn't say we did.
Well, I know, but like on a boat that's not designed for.
You want something that has big guns.
Ah, there you go.
Fire in the hole.
Well, you should always try everything.
Exactly. Well, that's Amanda's watching. You should try everything once.
You said you were trying.
Oh, no, I didn't think you'll be there.
I don't know on that one.
Franchise too.
No, there will be no. Okay, there's never any quest to try to get me to be
He's
fed.
threatened that. He will not do it.
No, I've tried to bet a lot of things. We bet a lot of things.
So you'd rather have your real
No, oh Lord, No. No.
I get to do it first.
Wet nose is enough.
I have dibs.
All hell is broken loose. Now we got How does it always turn into people trying to peg me? How does every time this, not yet, how does this always turn into everybody wants something on my ass?
Just they want your ass.
No, people want your ass. Why? The only time that people want my ass is when we're in public somewhere. And I will hook you up with Todd. I'm lining up with lots of people, not me. You don't ever stand up and defend me. You don't ever like, nope, nope, no.
Because she wants to see it.
No, she knows.
Yes, she does.
No, not really.
This is where you need to be like spousal. And be like, yeah, like.
How can I get a word in edgewise?
Well, I'll let you get the word in, don't do it. Anytime you want to.
I just shake my head.
Just start out with like
Jeez, God.
she's shaking her head and saying, "Go, Wendy, go."
Oh, good.
Never say never.
What?
Never say never.
Oh,
Wow.
you tried it?
Todd's trying to use our words
Peggy?
against us.
Okay.
He's next.
He's getting all kinds of lined up.
You're next,
You know
I
what?
guess.
It's time for a shot at this point in time.
Is that Viking?
You ready? Yeah, if we can start with a Viking hat.
Hey, bring me that Viking hat and I'll, yup.
And you know what?
At least starts off really tiny. It's when it gets bigger that
What are you gonna? Where are you sticking that?
in his ass.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, all of a sudden I could tell if you were like wanted round two with the Viking hat, or if you were like, or if it was coming after me. I don't know.
No, to go after him.
Okay. I need to be gone there. So what the fuck are you talking about? Oh my lord. The odds of this hitting the air are getting slimmer and slimmer, just saying. Dad, hold the mic. Okay. Why don't you stop me from reading that shit?
Double decker.
Okay, so Todd wants to do shake weights with another, on a fucking Viking hat. Rock on.
Hey, way to place that little.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, you might want to edit that out. I'm telling you, we've yet to get sued.
Yes.
We have yet to get
Let's
sued.
not push it, shall we?
Disney. I'm telling you, it's gonna be great for business.
Pixar.
Big Pixar. Yeah, I'm not afraid. I'm not serious. We can say damn words.
Yeah, whatever. If you want to, that's your option.
Yeah.
It's your ass, not mine.
Obviously, from everybody here, it's my ass, not yours.
Yep.
All right, don't forget, come up, somebody. We need to start raising money for Ernie, and we need some people making out. Why do you look at me like that?
Male or female?
Like you didn't know I was going to say that?
Huh?
Huh? Because you're not listening to me, just like when we do our lives.
I was listening.
Hit the kissing booth.
You know, hit the kitten. What in the fuck am I talking? Hit the kissing booth. That's right. Todd, lead the way. Do you know what everybody tells me?
What?
The best part of my life is watching you dance around with you. I'm serious.
What?
When you hide behind me.
They like when I hide behind you?
Apparently. Okay.
That's because it's easy to do.
You really now.
Oh. All right.
Even with heels
You want me to
on.
read it? Okay.
Hold it up, whatever.
Okay, so again, yeah, Ernie's picture. For those of you that don't know Ernie will be here tomorrow night as well. Ernie has been around. Most people know Ernie. He's from Omaha. He's got a 13-year-old and a 19-year-old son, single dad. So obviously ALS is a huge deal. We've got a GoFundMe out going for him right now as well. We want to raise a ton of money for him. And so please start making out with people for $1. Well, not just random. Oh, you can if you want to. Whoever will give $1 so we can fill this jar for Ernie up. So we're putting lots of plugs there.
And
right
the
now,
kissing booth.
And the kissing booth. Right now, Tammy's in the kissing booth. So you can just go up anytime and make out with Tammy for $1 and feel free to give more as well.
I do.
Am I, huh?
You be a plug? Ready? That's to be added.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Yeah, go ahead.
Do what?
Lay it up.
Say what?
Facebook page.
Oh, my Lord. Okay.
A buy Facebook page for women. Lady Love. Tammy's one of the moderators or admin, or probably one of the starters of it, right? It's fun to watch the pictures of the girls. I enjoy it. Huh?
Anybody wants to be added?
So if anybody wants to be added on, go talk to Tammy. She can get you added on.
Or Amanda.
Oh, I am an admin.
This is Amanda's first day on Facebook, so she doesn't know all the cool stuff that she does. She's an admin there as well.
Keep talking about it. Tell them about the other.
Tell them about the other page. Now remember, not everybody that hears the show is here right now.
Do what?
Crazy Truth page.
The Crazy Truth page. Oh, for the podcast. We have a Facebook page. Crazy Classifieds. Crazy Casbah.
All right, so I'm going to help out here because Amanda's forgotten what we do. For those of you that are listening at home, and you are not, because obviously the show's going out to people across the country, we do have a large Facebook group, Crazy Casbahs. If you want to be a part of the Crazy Casbah group, it's secret. You can't find us. You have to email us at crazy, K-R-A-Z-Y, .casbah, K-A-S-B-H, at gmail.com. All right. So, okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to do one of the other questions
Why
that
does
I
that
didn't
cookie
think
keep disappearing? Do
Does
you
it
keep
mean-
eating it?
Well, yeah, it's not here for decorations. What the fuck, man? Well, there's 3 of them. Man, you're hot. Okay. All right, so we did actually get some questions, because we normally do our show on Sunday night. We did actually get a couple of questions as well. You want to answer one? Shall we answer one of the real questions?
Sure.
Sure, whatever. Okay, so we actually got a question. We got a question from Bill. Bill is in California. Okay. So Bill's question. Bill's relatively new, and he's new. He's just went from being a single male to a couple in the lifestyle.
Okay.
Okay. So Bill's question was, and I didn't get to talk to Bill a lot, but how do you get people changed over when you go from back to the same clubs where you've always been known as a single male to a couple? How do you get people to accept the other person, that they're not just, you're not just trying to play like a game with them being a couple? Like a fake date, basically. Yeah, exactly. That was my thought also. you're like, what?
Well, to pretend they're a couple so they don't.
His concern is because he was a single male for so long that people aren't going to believe it. That he's known as a single male in the club, and so they're not actually going to believe that he is that he's real, and that they won't accept him as such.
Well, I don't think it would work that way.
Okay, so this is awesome. So our studio audience is saying it doesn't work that way. Why does it not work that way? Why would you say it doesn't work that way, man?
Because more people are saying they want the woman more than they want the man.
Okay, so the response was that obviously more people want the woman than they want the man. Oh, wait. Fucking right. God damn it.
Your relationship status on Facebook.
Yeah, it's Facebook official, so it changes accordingly. Here's my thing is, I think it does affect it though. I think that, well, but if you try to tell people you're in a relationship and you've been single for a long time and they've never seen a person, that some people can see it and go, it's a trap. Like Star Wars. It's a trap. Oh, thank you. Somebody got that rubber. Thank you. Right there. Okay. So give him a price. Look at that. We'll give you some footloose. Hold on.
He's gonna need it.
You won't trip him?
Because you got a Star Wars.
You didn't give him a kiss. Oh.
I'm not gonna be outdone.
Oh, you didn't bring those.
What? The biscuits.
The dog treats.
Actually, I do have dog treats. I had dog treats specially made for me after the last live that I ate a dog treat by accident, like a real dog treat.
You didn't eat it by accident.
It could have been by accident.
It was not. No.
I wanted to try it. I wanted to see if it made me.
Did it taste like bacon?
It did not taste like bacon. It tasted like alcohol. None. None.
Food all over his shirt.
Well, you want to get that out of your mouth. It turns your tongue numb.
I slobbered in
Hey Cole, what number is your next birthday?
I understand now after eating a dog treat exactly why a dog can lick their own butt. And now it makes perfect sense to me. Because you can't taste anything for like 3 days. You're just like,
We're gonna get you one of them organic ones.
yeah, no, this was an Alpha one. It's probably the one from China with the lead poisoning. I could be sick right now. I don't know for sure.
That could explain a lot.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we should let these people go to a party.
I think it's party time.
I think it's party time.
Yep.
Okay, so here's the deal. Bill, where's Bill? Oh, hey, there he is. So what we're gonna do, we want to thank you guys all for coming to the pre-party. There's food, there's booze. Make sure that you tip Crystal. All right. And you can kiss in the kissing booth. Tammy and whoever else wants to be in it as well. And you guys have a good time. We'll see you the rest of the night. Don't forget, it is also no time. You're going to open the vendor. The vendor fair is officially now open.
All the sex furniture is set up, and there's more coming tomorrow.
Oh, so all the sex furniture is set up. It's all for sale, and there's more coming tomorrow. There's no trying out the sex furniture tonight, though.
Donator.
Well, I mean, you can if you buy
There's
it.
been some demonstrations already, but I mean, nobody's getting naked or anything.
Okay.
It's still early, though. The bar's only been open like a half hour.
We're going to get off the fucking show then. All right.
No doubt.
Thanks again, guys, for all coming out. Thanks for listening to us. We appreciate it. We'll see y'all later. Casbah style. Out.
Okay, so we are back with the second half of our special episode, our live episode from Krazy Winter Nights.
Right.
But at this point, now we're not live anymore.
No.
So what we wanted to do, because that was obviously our first adventure, and actually to perform a podcast in front of a live studio audience.
Right.
And an unruly bunch of crowd with that. They're gonna love me for that.
No.
So, but that was unique. That was kind of weird, doing that. I mean,
It was different.
It was really different. So anybody who thinks that this stuff's easy, okay, so you think you figured out, you're doing podcasts and it gets easier and you're more used to it and how you do the show and your format and everything you're going to do, and then all of a sudden you go do it where you do a live presentation of it. And you're like, well, this will be easy. We'll do just like we do when we're at the Casbah Studios. And that's where the similarities stop. No, I'm sorry. You still have a microphone. You still have a microphone. You still have the sound guy. And after that, everything is completely fucking different.
Agreed.
Okay, so everybody listening, you have to take and watch when we put the video up for this one.
Yeah.
You have to, because here's the thing. I don't sit and sweat. When we're doing a podcast, I am not nervous. I do not sit and sweat. I'm not nervous in the least when we do these, right? Oh my God, was I sweating bullets.
Yeah, I looked over one time and you had sweat that rolled down and then it rolled right. I'm like,
under
not crying.
under my sunglasses, out from under my shades. And here's the thing, I'm a classically trained public speaker. So to speak in public does not bother me.
Right.
At all. But it was totally nerve-wracking. But part of it is you're terrified no one's going to have any questions. Right? And so you're sitting there going, okay, please God, let people have questions. Let them not be stupid questions. Because there is no, you don't get to just go, well, like when we do here, like, no, I don't want to do that one. Nope, you can't do that. You have to answer every question.
I know. As awkward as some of it was.
And then you're afraid that no one's going to be listening. That's the other thing. It's like, okay, so everybody laughs and they love listening to our podcast, but they get to hear the final version of our podcast. Versus when they get to see it, everybody was ready to party because it was Krazy Winter Nights.
Right.
So that was at the big pre-party, so everybody's ready to start, drinking, going at it.
And you're not used to people coming in and out.
Oh, yeah.
Because then there was like one set of people, they came in. Well, they'd already been drinking most of the day.
Yeah.
So they were pretty hammered, and then they just got loud, and then that just kind of throws you off.
Dude, and they were at the back room, and we had the vendor fair going on next door. So we had people kind of coming and going, and then you had people like doing like the, like secret guy, like peeking their head in, like, is this the right place? Oh, hey. And they didn't really know what to do. And they're trying to register. And you start watching all this because it's our party. So it's not like we got to just concentrate completely on doing the podcast.
No.
So okay.
It was a crazy weekend. It was stressful enough.
What? Yeah, because we'd been at the hotel since the night before. And we'd been up most of the night before, working on stuff, finalizing stuff, everything like that. So, okay, what's one thing you think that you would when we do our next one, because we are going to do more live ones, because it was fun. It was fun because people did enjoy it. People came up and told us how much they enjoyed it, and they got
Very
to
true.
So we are going to do more of these. What's one thing you think you would change? I know it's hard to lower it down just to one. That's the problem.
I don't know on my way how I could change it. I'm not good thinking on my feet. Granted, you ask a question, I can answer it. Might not be the most thought out thing, but a lot of times, times these podcasts, I don't know what the hell we're talking about anyway, so it's all thrown at me at the last minute.
And now the microphone is wet from spitting pop on or water on it. No, you do. You know what we're doing. It's not like you're just sitting over there like you're not like some dumb bimbo. Hi.
I don't know.
I mean, you got nice tits, but you're not like some dumb bimbo.
Well, I don't know about that.
That's the other podcast that I do. The secret. Oh, never mind.
Mm-hmm.
No. Well, okay. So, but I mean, in terms of like questions, we needed to plant questions in the crowd. Maybe. I mean, that totally
no, because it
takes
takes away from it.
I think no, but okay. So we didn't have a microphone in the crowd. Because we didn't know exactly. I mean, we were working on our own equipment, what we all needed.
So repeating the questions is always a plus.
Yeah, that's a plus. Yeah, that always helps because we forget what we can hear and what our listeners can hear. But I think if I could do it again, I'd make the people have to come up to a microphone.
I don't know if they would do it then doing that.
Or write them down like the sound guy had a good point. Write them down like when you go to a wedding for requests and stuff. What we should have done is had people. They could have been writing questions down ahead of time and taken and given to the people at the registration table, and then they could have handed us the questions.
Oh, that's true.
Afterwards, Yeah. Well, I don't care if you'd had the registration there. We need to know people were supposed to be there. We don't want a bunch of fucking the riffraff running on in. The riffraff not getting. We're kind of the riffraff actually, but that's all right. But no, yes, we'd probably take and move registration. We'd have it a little more. Close it off. We would most definitely have the third of our little group make her do more because she loved being a part of every part of that. No, that's funny.
Because I've seen her in front of a camera and she freezes up and just goes.
Well, yes, okay. You have to. If you're gonna have Wendy do stuff, you have to give her drinks first. If there's gonna be a camera involved, it is what it is. Because actually, one of the priceless parts of that first one was when the question got asked what we thought of triads. Because Wendy froze. Wendy was just like, and then I still made her like give a prize away, and where she was on camera, and she had not had a single thing to drink yet, at all. What? That
was to get people to participate.
Well, yeah. The prizes kind of everything just needs to be like zoomed in because when we do our podcast, we track right along. We know what we're doing. The sound guy knows how many times it's going to take us before he can get the intro right, where we all shut the fuck up. We know when we're going to give the dog treats. We know all that kind of stuff. So doing live, there's nothing. We didn't keep any of it like what we do normal.
No.
Even down to not wearing headsets. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was completely new. I mean, if I could do that again, because when we did it, again, you have to watch the video, see how this works. This is actually
but the thing is I didn't want to mess up my hair.
Well, no, but
we had a party.
We had a party, but I mean, still, we should have done some stuff more normal. Although part of what makes fun is because people saw that everybody knew that we were out of our element. Mm-hmm. Not out of our element because they didn't perceive it the same way we did. When you talked to people afterwards, they thought it was great. Mm-hmm. They thought it was awesome. They didn't perceive it. It was more what we perceived it as. Mm-hmm. But yeah, a little more organization so you have questions to keep things moving because some people are afraid to shout stuff out. And when people have been drinking, well, that's when weird shit gets shouted out. And then next thing you know, you're answering something, why does somebody want to rub a hedgehog on their penis or something weird? I mean, I don't know. You're going to get stupid questions like that if you're not careful when there's booze involved.
Or talk about my thing with fucking Viking helmets.
Hey, look,
Seriously.
just because you fucked a Halloween costume, you can't hold that against them.
I was drunk.
It doesn't matter. You can't.
And I didn't get off on it.
Oh, wait a minute. Would it have been a totally different thing if you got off on it?
No.
That was successfully fucking a Halloween costume?
No.
Look, there are some things you're going to do that are going to be memorable that are always going to come up. Sucking a random guy's dick in a parking lot.
No.
Fucking.
What it is, a man needs to quit drinking.
What? No. Are you fucking kidding me? You need to drink more. You cannot, if you don't keep drinking, don't worry about him. The cackles are cute. If you don't keep drinking, we're going to run out of cool stories to tell.
This is true.
I mean, look, man, if you notice, ironically enough, nobody brought up stories of stuff that I've done.
It's because it's no fun to talk about how one time you passed out on the floor with a bunch of straws up your nose and in your ears.
It would be funny. No.
I've got pictures.
No. That would be funny if they weren't trumped by you getting banged with a Viking helmet. See how that works? It's not that my stories aren't funny. It's just yours are funnier. So, and everybody loves the fact.
Or the one time that I don't know if that was the same party. I think it was a different one, but it was the same location when at the very end you were like dancing butt ass naked in the middle of the dance floor.
Oh, that was the same party. Yep, I was. Yep.
So there are stories. I just don't bring them up.
You need.
We're supposed to stay focused.
We are focused.
Would you change the seating position?
What is
No.
he even talking about? Oh, the show. Gotcha. Okay.
I would not change the seating position because I think people felt more comfortable around a table than they would just line up in a row.
like an auditorium.
Well, in a row, you'd have their attention.
Yeah, but you know what we want to.
No, but we want them comfortable because for them to ask these type of questions,
they need to be comfortable.
they need to be comfortable.
Then,
they need to feel secure, and if secure is behind a table, then secure is behind a table.
What would be fun to do at some point in time, seriously, and I'm completely serious about this, is to be at one of our parties, Krazy Winter Nights, maybe Krazy Summer Nights, whatever, is to do one, because there we couldn't do it naked, but do one where actually we could be naked. And the people could be naked, because I think that would
be a chance to lose 50 pounds. We're good.
I would be afraid of what people would be bringing in. Here, Amanda, try this. Here,
Oh
Miss
God!
Amanda. No, but I mean, seriously, think about that. That would be kind of funny if you're sitting there naked doing a podcast. Yeah, imagine your audience naked. Yeah, that doesn't even work with this, because there's a lot of people in the audience we've had sex with. So that's not like some.
Or you've seen pictures.
Yeah, that's not some titillating thing. It's like, yeah, seen it, done it.
Visualizing them naked does nothing anymore.
It's almost weirder seeing them clothed. Ooh, suit and tie. Wow, that's weird.
You're wearing pants and not a kilt. What the hell?
Oh, shit. Wait a minute. Your dick is not hanging out. I can't see all your titties. Weird. So, I mean, but something like that would be kind of fun to do. But as general, I wouldn't trade a lot. I sound like fucking Tasmanian devil there. I wouldn't trade a lot of what we did there. Because it was the first time. That's what makes it great. Mm-hmm. So what that means is, and this is a key component of this whole podcast. This is really important. You need to come to Krazy Winter Nights 2020 because you'll see the more polished version. Because one of the things that we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing intimate nights with Casbah, where we're going to take our show on the road. We'll be doing these. They won't all necessarily be podcasts, but we'll be doing live question and answer periods with audiences all over the country. So obviously we'll get better, or that's gonna be a short tour, and that's gonna suck. But I think we'll be better.
Okay.
And you're just looking at me like, don't you remember we talked about this?
I know we talked about it.
You agreed to it.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. Sound guy didn't know what was going on either. That's gonna be perfect. Yeah, we should have done an interview too.
An interview?
An interview. Somebody who got really embarrassed.
No.
Oh, anybody. We could make anybody from the crowd and made them sit down up there with us.
No.
They'd been like, that'd been fun.
No.
We have a lot of friends that we could do that to that would all take it in a good sense of a joke and humor.
Yeah.
Wow.
Some.
Wow.
No, I just don't agree with that one. Some people.
If you could have had somebody else up there to interview versus having to sit there and talk about the Viking story and getting banged by a Viking helmet, which would you have rather done?
Well, I think you can find somebody to interview as long as you set it up ahead of time and they're okay with it.
And
then they can somewhat plan.
Well, I mean, we had vendors. We could have grabbed people from the vendor fair.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just trying to find ways to help you not have to talk about stories like the Viking story.
Yeah.
You knew Bones was going to bring that up.
I know.
Because he could not wait. That's okay. There's the other challenge. When you have people, some of the really, really good friends that know all the good stories. I mean, they were giddy. A couple of them were giddy to bring up some of the stories.
I didn't think he'd bring it up.
I did. I knew.
I didn't because it was him that couldn't perform.
Well, yeah. I don't think he thought you were going to go ahead and tell that part of it. But,
Why else would I be getting fucked with a Viking helmet?
Adventurous? Something new? I don't know. Look, man, think this through for a minute. At some point in time, somebody went and picked up a fucking vegetable and went, well, I wonder what this feels like. Why were they doing it? I don't know. It just seemed like a good idea at the time. At that time, Viking helmet seemed like a good idea. Mm-hmm. At least you didn't bring pictures. That's the one thing I would do. I'd like to have pictures of stuff up. No, not that stuff. not that you and the Viking. I'm just saying like pictures up or like our set.
Because I showed a couple people.
Yeah. See, there you go. But we didn't bring our set. We didn't have our set with us, nothing.
You shouldn't need a set when you're in a place like that.
But it's nice to have.
No, because it shows you're live and you're in someplace different.
I think there was a lot of things that showed we were live. Yeah. Yeah, because we're like a band.
Next time maybe we'll do it sitting in a frickin' pool.
Ooh, naked?
No equipment. I mean, the equipment's outside.
Listen to the sound guy
but there's
over here
enough
going,
echo in there that you should be able to hear just fine.
He's in panic mode over here. And then we're going to do it in a waterfall. And this will be great. No, I would do that in a heartbeat. I'm in.
Sit in a hot tub?
Oh, I'm in. Let's go for it. Yeah, I think that'd be awesome. We need to do that. See, we got all kinds of good ideas. Look at where we're going to go with this. Look at the things we learned. Probably the one that learned the most is Sound Guy. Sound Guy is actually going to earn his keep this week with his editing skills.
Yeah, I cackled pretty loud.
Wait, what? No, well, but just all the background noise and shit.
That comes with live, though.
Well, I know that, and live. You know that. But Sound Guy's got a lot of work to do, so it doesn't sound like shit. We needed a laugh track, too. Just so you know, we needed a laugh track. Well, we do, but it's still fun to say. When they hear the laugh track, they laugh even harder. And we should have put in there somewhere, like they used to do in the 70s, this is before your time, Sound Guy, on the 70s show, filmed before a live studio audience. We should have put that in there in the introduction. It was our studio for that moment in time.
That's true.
A live party audience. We should have put that in there. That'd been.
So, what do you look forward about the next one?
Being naked at pool and doing it.
Oh, Jesus.
No,
realistically.
That is realistic.
No.
I mean, I think we just will get better at it. I think the crowd will be more into it as well.
I think it's like our podcast. When we first started, we
sound like shit. And the sound guy sucked, and it was horrible, yeah.
And then as we've done more, it's gotten better. So I think that will come with lives.
I think it will too, but I think the crowd will know how to react too. Mm-hmm. Because here's the thing: no one else is doing this, at least not up here. So not
people go on location and destination crap,
right? But they don't generally. It's not just an open form question and answer type thing. So
no,
I mean there are people that are doing it. Just it hasn't happened up here. So I think as the crowds up here get used to it and the audience gets used to it, then. They're going to help it. I mean, here's the deal. The audience is what makes our show great anyways. I mean, really, in the whole thing, if we didn't have the cool questions, if we didn't have all that shit, the show would suck. If it was just you and me talking. I mean, we've been doing that
you're
for
pretty
26
entertaining
years.
As long as you can stay awake.
Well, fuck off. We've been doing it. We've been sitting and talking for 26 years and nobody cared. But it's the questions and the crowds and stuff that are what makes it exciting. So it's the same thing when we go out amongst the people. It's the people that make it fun.
Do you think sometimes the people in the audience, because some of them are either long and drawn out, or it's either too complex or maybe too simple for everybody else?
Yes, I do. I actually.
What?
Well, I think.
Yeah, but in a closed room like that, we're all swingers, so it shouldn't be that difficult.
I think they're afraid that they're going to sound like they're dumb. It's that whole thing of people are afraid it's a dumb question. So I think some people are going to be afraid to ask something going, well, I should already know the answer to that. Or I think some people, it's the reason why so many people want to remain anonymous when they send us questions or just first letters, because realistically, a lot of the questions we deal with generally are pretty serious. I mean, like we had people come up to us after the podcast at Krazy Winter Nights and talk about how much we've helped them, help their marriage, help their relationship, help them in the lifestyle,
Help some go out and play again.
help some people actually find the courage to go out and play again. So yeah, we crack jokes about it, and we crack jokes and we make it funny, we make it light. But some of the topics we talk about are pretty serious shit. So I think if they have to ask it live at that moment in time, you know, and that would be a challenge for us too, or it'd be a challenge for me.
Right.
Because here's the deal: if Mr. C stands up and asks a question about, my wife went and played by herself, and this guy bit her clit too hard, and she doesn't know what to say to the guy so it doesn't happen again. Okay, well, if we get that question on a written thing, the first thing I'm going to say is, I'm going to crack a joke, right? We'll tell Billy Beaver to keep his fucking teeth off your clit, all right? But if we're live and in public, or we're live in a studio audience, I'm going to be a little more hesitant to crack that joke because I don't want then somebody to feel offended or feel to have their feelings hurt.
True.
Even though that's the style that we're in. So then when we answer the question, well, it's not going to be delivered to the guy asking the question or the rest of people in the same style. But it's pretty damn hard to go, well, tell your wife to, keep her tone down or quit using steak sauce on her cooter, and then she won't have that problem. Or some stupid joke like that, and she's sitting next to him. That, later on in the night, I'm going to have to walk up and say, hey, thanks for coming to Krazy Winter Nights. By the way, I was joking about the steak sauce on your pussy. I'm just not going to answer in the same way. I'm not going to answer in the same way.
I don't think you'd answer that anyway. But that's just beside.
Oh, really?
Depend on who it was, if you knew who it was.
We have cracked jokes about I have cracked jokes about some pretty serious shit.
Not in front of people.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying, though. That's our style. People know how we do this on the air, and then live and in person, can you deliver it with the same type of style? Not so much can they handle it, can we handle it?
So did we deliver it with the same type of style?
I think it was iffy somewhat, but we didn't have the standard questions like we normally have.
This is very true.
So, the questions themselves were different. It was just different all the way through. And maybe that's part of it too, is learning that, hey, look, when you do it live, it's a super awesome experience. Because when you're sitting there with your audience talking, that nothing beats that. I love that. Because that's immediate feedback and that's connection. And I get off on that shit. It's like, touching, swinger things, touching, sexy. So it's the same type of thing when I'm speaking with people. But you're not going to be able to do it identical. And that's why I was sweating so much. Because I couldn't figure out how, I can't do this identical, but it's not the identical situation. And here's the other mistake we made. We didn't have a cocktail. Dead fucking serious.
No,
we needed to have a shot before we went on. Acknowledge that we were a slight bit maybe like ramped up. Like the guys going to be in the Super Bowl where they're all like, JoJo the circus monkey, have a shot, cool our jets. Have another shot.
We didn't have some before we left the room?
No, we didn't get you all lubed up and wet and so you suck somebody off. What? Yeah, smoke. Yeah, plus I couldn't smoke in there. That was a problem. Just saying. I need a cigarette or I could smoke weed or something. I don't know.
Okay, so you have to do the next one outside.
Went outside and went in the 420 in a 420 friendly area. No, so I mean, we just need to, we didn't do some of that stuff that maybe would help just to cool our jets a little bit. Plus, here's the deal. You always envision how this is going to go. The sound guy had a great idea, right? He wanted to play this music so that we come in and we would get applause. When it came in, we did get applause from our girlfriend and from the sound guy. And like three other admins off our page. And everybody else was like, what? We're supposed to be clapping? What? And it's like, oh, this is starting fucked up right from the get-go, man.
It kind of started.
Oh yeah, see, there we go. It's my fault. I was nervous. I've never done this before. What if I offend somebody? I don't want to call you crazy motherfuckers. Do it again. Go do it right. Yeah,
Probably.
Exactly.
That would have made more sense.
I mean, but that's the stuff that's a learning curve. But again, I can't stress enough to everybody. We're gonna keep doing these more because it is so much fun to connect with people. because there's a totally different look. We're sitting in our studio right now, and you only get to see the people that watch our YouTube channel, which should be each and every one of you. www.youtube.com/Kasbh, Kasbh. Everybody should watch, but all you get to see is the clean area in front of the camera and back. So you don't get to see the rest of my command center pile with my notes and files and computers all over. You don't get to see that.
If you know how his mind works, that's how his workspace is.
Crazy. You don't get to see the chaos. You don't get to see that we sit there and we're staring at a set of lighting and it's I don't even like wearing sunglasses. No, but I mean you don't get to see any of that stuff. It's just the sterileness of it. So when we get to go out and do this with people in front of us and get to actually gauge reaction, I mean, we love the emails, we love the notes when people are excited, but to get to see people laugh and have fun while you're actually doing the show, that's pretty awesome.
Yeah,
that's pretty awesome, and that in of itself will make it worthwhile. Well, no, the sound guy would like to talk. She's becoming more and more a part of the show. That's cute. It's because he almost got laid at Krazy Winter Nights. Go ahead. The sound guy.
He had time to
here's what it is. The sound guy
him.
wishes that he'd had more chance because we were using new equipment. So he was out wishing he'd had more chance that we could have done some more trial runs with it. And he said that's on him. And I'm really glad that he brought that point up because it's really important for him to know that's why he doesn't get paid yet. I'm just kidding. You got paid? You got. Well, yeah. Here's the thing. No, the sound guy had an unthankful task because when he asked me all the information about the room, I was able to give things like it had 4 walls and there would be chairs and people, and that was about it. So I mean, we were walking in not knowing acoustically. It's definitely not near as acoustically sound as our studios are. So I mean. There was a lot of challenges to overcome, but as I told him, wait till next year. Wait till we are outside. It's only going to get bigger. Because at one point in time, my goal is we're going to be doing these in front of 1,000 people at a pop.
Yeah, have the shots lined up.
Yeah. That's what the crowd's going to be buying the shots. You tell enough of your fucking stories. You won't have a liver, but you'll have one hell of a fan club. What? We're done? All right. He's not holding up anything. It's like we give out. I let you and I let the sound guy have like a week off, and then it's just like chaos in motion.
How is that a week off? We did this Friday.
Yeah, we did a half hour, and then you didn't do any other work the rest of the time. Well, on this. Just say it. No, all right. So there you go. So now, hey, enjoy the first half of the show. Thanks for listening to the second half of the show. We love you. All right, you're going to want to make sure you go visit our YouTube channel and subscribe. We've got some exciting new features getting ready to roll out, and you're going to want to be a part of those. So go to www.youtube.com/C/Kasbh, Kasbh. And if you like what you hear, visit our Patreon, www.patreon.com/Krazy, Krazy, Kasbh, Kasbh. And you can also follow us on Twitter. That would be @TruthCrazy. You can follow us on Instagram @Krazy, Krazy _Kasbh, Kasbh. Don't forget to sign up on our YouTube or on our Facebook page, which would be Krazy Truth. And you can always send us emails. We love your emails at Krazy, Krazy.Kasbh, Kasbh @gmail.com. And don't forget, everybody needs some Krazy Truth merch. That's right, we've got merchandise. Go to teespring.com/stores/Krazy, Krazy-truth.
Ew.
So we're going to do it the only way we know how, and the only way we want to. Kasbh style. Out.
Bye.